G'day, welcome back to another episode of TOGL. Well, I got a different sort of a video for you this week, and it was actually due to the request of one of our viewers. So today, what I'm going to be showing you is my top 10 things that you can do for free in the North West of Tassie. So I hope you enjoy this one. I hope you get something out of it. If you live around this way, you might get a few ideas. If you're planning on coming to visit, hopefully you definitely get some ideas. Let's get stuck into them.
Number 1, beaches. We've got so many beaches up here in the northwest. Well, Tasmania in general has so many beaches that are just absolutely beautiful. Sure, it's a little cold to swim in winter, but in summertime, it is quite often beautiful. Looking at this one here, and you'd swear it was a tropical beach up in North Queensland somewhere. Magnetic Island, something like that, but nope. Northwest Tassie. This one's dog friendly too, you're allowed to take your dogs there. Also plenty of history and geology at many of the beaches. This is an old fish trap. The fish get channeled by that wall over through this gap where they're easy picking. Another pet-friendly beach. There's plenty around, so if you've got a furry friend, have some fun and spend some time on the beach with them.
It's sinking, hun.
Number 2, fishing. Where there's beaches, there's fishing to be had.
He just landed a monster calamari squid. Look at the size of that.
He's the size of my forearm and the wings on him.
That's what we've been waiting to get.
Oh my god.
Just incredible. That is going to taste so good. Well done, Cody. Yeah. Woo! Alrighty, hopefully there'll be a few more because the night's only just starting.
Tonight's the night.
It was a good call to come instead of hunting. So that was the thing too. Cody said,
I also broke a rod today. I also broke my fly rod today. I'm not very happy, but this has kind of redeemed it.
Cody said to me on the way back from the block, hey, the weather's dropping right off. Why don't we go squidding instead of hunting? I said, yeah, we'll go hunting tomorrow night. We'll go squidding tonight. And yeah, look at that. What a cracker. Hopefully we get a few more.
Now the cool thing about saltwater fishing in Tasmania is that you don't need to buy a fishing license if you're just fishing. If you're chasing things like crayfish, abalone, scallops, yes, you do need a license for those. But if you're just rod and reel, flicking baits,
first fish on the boat,
you do not need a license.
These are actually great. They're an oily fish and they're great when you smoke them. So they really hold that just on a little bit of squid. So, and just a couple of little split shot. So yeah, fantastic. First one in the boat. see if we can get some more. It's much nicer in here than out the front because it was a bit choppy out the front as you saw earlier. We'll get this one on ice. And now it's Mitch's turn. It's probably been half an hour and Mitch got a nice little salmon.
Well, hockey salmon because they're juvenile sea-running salmon.
Yeah.
They go on the rivers to spawn and they grow to size, catching other bait fish and getting bigger. And then they come out to the river mouths like this and head out to sea and become the big blackback salmon.
Ah.
Number 3, still hanging on to that beach theme, penguins. Come and have a look at the penguins. Right across the north, there's heaps and heaps of these little fairy penguins, also called the little penguin, that come ashore every night for certain months of the year, so make sure that you get the timing right. And at most of these beaches, you can come down and have a look at them and it doesn't cost anything. Here at Lillico Beach, they actually provide guides as well for free. Although I think they're probably there more to keep an eye on the people, make sure they behave themselves. Number 4, the markets. Anyone that loves markets, there is plenty of markets in Tasmania. Most of the small little towns will have a weekend market. If not every weekend, every second weekend. Great place to go and just have a browse. Grab a nice coffee, pick up some produce. But you don't have to spend money. You can always just come and look around. Number 5, festivals and window shopping. Combine these. There's festivals everywhere as well. Latrobe holds its Winterfest. There's a Penny Farthing Fest happening this weekend in one of the towns. A lot of the festivals you don't have to pay for to go to. This is one of our favourite shops to go visit. You can spend hours looking around in this shop, but as you go through lots of the different towns, there's lots of little bric-a-brac shops or bookstores or whatever. It's amazing what you'll find, and if you love browsing through shops, it costs you nothing to browse. There's heaps to see. In case you missed it, the name of this shop is called Reliquire. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly.
3D puzzles.
Hagrid's 3D puzzle. Cool.
Yeah, it's Hagrid's house.
Oh.
And they got the big purple bus.
Yeah.
They got some other ones down there.
Flashing lights, loud noises, and supernatural themes. This place just goes on and on. Oh.
It's a little bit.
Morbid.
Yeah. Okay.
This place is really cool, and it just goes on and on and on with all the different sections. It's an amazing shop. So yeah, if you get to Latrobe on the main street, definitely come and visit. It's well worth the look.
Number 6, historic towns. This one in particular, Sheffield.
We're just here in Sheffield, and down at the park they actually have all of the mural winners. Sheffield is the city of, well, I should say that Sheffield is the town of murals, and they have a competition every year, and then the winning murals get put up in the park undercover, and there they stay. So I guess that's one incentive to be the winner. Immortality.
Like many of the little towns, this one has a great bakery. Sheffield's also the gateway to Tasmania, several of the lakes, you can go and have a swim, and gateway to Mount Roland. Now this particular town, Sheffield, it's probably only an hour's drive from Burnie and Devonport. There's a lot of beautiful little towns like Latrobe and like Sheffield that are within an hour's drive up in the northwest. I really love driving through all the different towns around Tassie. There is so much old architecture, both in the houses and in the buildings themselves. It's almost like stepping back through time. Right, number 7, the township of Stanley, and what's affectionately known as the Nut. That's the Nut in the background. I think it's a big volcanic plug. It's a massive chunk of rock. The township of Stanley that sits around it, again, just another beautiful little town with some amazing architecture.
And around and up here. And yeah, she's a bit windy. Apologies for that wind noise. And to my mate Matt, who actually got me a wind diffusing case that goes around it. I forgot to pack it today, Matt. Sorry about that. No, I'm not going to be one of those idiots that jumps the railing to go and get the best candid shot and risk my life. You can see
In the far off distance, you can see Table Cape. We'll be talking about Table Cape very shortly.
Reminds me of some of the cliffs we saw in Ireland and Scotland on our holiday a few years ago. Lookout number 4 and the last lookout. This is Highfield Lookout. So now I'm only 250 metres away from the chairlift, which we can see just over there.
And as I just promised a second ago, number 8, Table Cape.
Well, in the background here, you'll see Table Cape. That's where we're heading today.
Now at the base of Table Cape, over on the side closest to Wynyard, there's a little area called Fossil Bluff. That's well worth going and have a look at as well. You'll find heaps of marine fossils, shells, that sort of thing, all in the cliff. So if you have an interest in that sort of thing, the kids always have an interest in that sort of thing, take them. I think you'll love it. And again, it's free to just go and explore there. Out on the Cape here, you can see the old lighthouse. Well worth going out to have a look at, take some photos. You can take a tour on certain days up to the top, climb up the inside and go up to the top. That does cost a couple of dollars, not a lot. And that gives me a great idea. Would you like me to do a video like this for things you can do, say, under $20 or things you can do under $50? Let me know what you think, give me a budget. Pop your comments down below. I'll see if I can put together something like that for you as well. Now I am showing you the tulips. I agree, it does cost to go in and see the tulips, but The road runs right around, so you can see the tulips and you can see the coloured patterns it makes from the road across the hills. Still a spectacular thing to see. And number 9, waterfalls. Now we could tie bushwalking into that as well. So many waterfalls because we get so much rain. You can go and visit all of those waterfalls for free, and you can take some really nice bushwalks getting to some of them as well. Again, they're all free as well.
So here we are at the base of the falls, and you can really get a scale of the grandeur of how large these falls are. And you can hear how noisy they are. We've had a bit of water, a bit of rain lately, so it's really flowing, kicking off a lot of mist as well.
Are you noticing a theme with some of these patterns of rock in these different areas out on the coast, some of these waterfalls? It's what they call tessellation. That's where they form these big hexagon columns like crystals. Well, that's exactly what they are. They're crystals. Very large crystals.
And you'll notice the structure of the rock is what they call tessellated rock. As the granite cooled, it crystallised into massive big crystals. You would have noticed when I was filming further down at the bottom, it almost looks like pavement, like pavement. And it's just the structure of the rock, it's really quite impressive. That's the falls, and I'm guessing I'm probably only a silhouette. And lastly, number 10, come visit me, come visit us here in TOGL land. If you think you'd like to come and have a look at the property, by all means, reach out to me, come and visit. It costs you nothing. Once you're here, of course, it might cost you to get here, but once you're here, it's free. Hell, we'll make a fire down the bottom, we'll have some lunch, we might go down the river and catch a fish, who knows. But honestly, I'm more than happy to have my viewers come and experience this. This block of land is here for everyone to enjoy. So come and visit. you've seen it, you've been watching it for however long you've been watching, and if you've only been watching for a short time, go back and check some of the other episodes, and you would have seen what we've evolved here, what we've created. So yeah, come and visit us. It would be wonderful to meet you. Anyway, that's it for this week's episode. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Definitely very different. Next week, I'm going to be doing one of those 10. Drop me a comment below. Let me know which one you think it's going to be. But one of those 10 is going to be the subject of next week's video. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe. Also, we do have a Facebook page. So that Facebook page is where I can put up a comment each week with a link to the video, let you know that it's coming up and it's about to be released, and follow on that. Okay, that'd be fantastic as well. So both of them cost nothing to do. Subscribe to the video, to the channel, and you'll be seeing updates. Have a look at the Facebook page and follow us over there as well. That'd be great. We'd really appreciate it, and it'd help the channel out a lot as well. So until next week, you stay safe, take care. Thanks very much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And I will see you again next Friday. Cheers.